Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a Dell Inspiron laptop. This laptop is the model is a Dell Inspiron 7380. The exact model is a P83G002. In this video I'm going to go over how you can open it up and how you can service, clean up and repaste your CPU for your laptop. If you haven't done any cleaning job or any servicing within a few years, then you might want to do it, because the thermal paste, it does get really dried up and it can get overheated and it can slow down the CPU over throttle. But you should be doing your own servicing once in a while. I would recommend once a year at least, to keep the health of the battery, the motherboard, everything at best optimized performance. Alright, by doing a repaste cleaning, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything's going to be the same way that you left it. It's just pretty much regularly maintenance. For example, you're doing a car oil change. It's the same thing. It's not a benchmark, so I'm not going to do a comparison before and after. It's just simply a repaste and cleaning for your laptop. Alright. The thermal paste that I'll be using for this one is an Arctic MX4. You can get Arctic MX6 if you want to go overboard and you got the budget. Go with Thermal Grizzly Extreme. But for this CPU heatsink, MX4 or MX6, it's overkill and it's way better than expensive Thermal Grizzly. Alright. And you need an opening tool. For opening tool, I'll be using I fixed the screwdriver set. We're going to be using a Phillips #1. If you get a basic set, you only get a screwdriver. If you get the pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick. Guitar picks are suitable to opening cases and covers. You will need an alcohol, isopropylic or isopropylic alcohol, 99% plus or 98%. You need one sheet of the workshop towel. And the reason I always say use workshop towel and not microfiber towel, it's that when you put an alcohol right over to clean the thermal paste or clean the motherboard, this will rip apart before damaging the components on the board. That's why I highly recommend use workshop towel. All this stuff that I use is going to be linked in the video description in case you want to purchase yours. Alright, and one more last thing would be a used or new toothbrush to clean the ventilation, dust mesh, stuff like that. Alright, with all this on hand, let's get it started. On the power off completely, on the bottom of your laptop, you're going to see a whole bunch of screws. All the screws are removable except the one in the back mid. This one has a little C-lock on it, so you pretty much want to loosen it up, rotate, few 100 turns, and then you want to feel it like it's loosened up, leave it like that. Now go ahead and start from one corner and remove the rest of the screws and keep them in one pile. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about mismatching them. So go ahead and remove them and keep them in one pile. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. I appreciate that. Alright, now that we removed these screws, you want to grab yourself the opening tool, and we're going to start from the front end of the laptop. Let me put this one underneath. So we're going to open it a little bit. And we're going to stick the opening tool between the bottom power and the palm rest, about 2 or 3 millimeters right there. And you just want to twist it, and you're going to hear a big snap. So that the clips are getting loose. You want to do that in the front end, all around. In the front, once you did the front, you want to work towards the SD card reader, not to the other side. Work the SD card, go to the corner. Now, you want to go to the back end. Right by the grill, you want to grab it right in there and just do a glitch right there. Now, once you did all the way down here, you can close it down, lift it up from here, bring it up and push it towards the HDMI so you can scoop this clip thing. Otherwise, if you pull it from this side up, you can damage the HDMI port. All right, take it outside, use a toothbrush to clean the dust mesh and everything else. All right. Down here we can see the fan, the heatsink, tiny heatsink, and the battery right in front of us. We are going to be using a curved tweezers. First we need to disconnect the battery. So what you want to do, you grab this battery, this gaffer's tape that they give you, loosen up right here. You want to grab it and slide it towards the front end of the laptop, and you're going to see this jack gets disconnected. Don't lift it up, just slide it back. We're going to disconnect the fan cable. Don't yank on this fragile cables, put the tweezers on the side of the jack and slide it back. Or you can put your fingernails on the side and bring it back so you don't damage the cable. Alright, we're going to remove 4 screws for the heatsink. The screws do have a C-lock on them, so you pretty much have to just rotate and loosen them up. Once you did that, now you want to grab it. If you see this one is not coming up because I didn't loosen up enough. So also this tape for the LCD cable is touching it. Now I can lift it up, slide it towards out because there's a metal cover that goes over. Slide it like this. See that they have a 0.5 millimeter thermal pad in here. So I'll remove this gunk, dust, everything on top. So we can see there's a secondary DIMM, secondary chip, and the main die right there. Now the secondary die is a PCH chip. That's in a different model. They have in different location. Now they put it in the same place. You don't need to replace the thermal pad. It's a 0.5 millimeter, but you don't need to. We're going to clean that one up. To remove the fan and clean it up, first untangle this bridge cable right there. Remove the 2 screws I mean. Now you can lift up this fan. I think there should be one more. Probably. No, that's it, only 2. Bring it up. Again, you can clean right underneath. And take it outside, use a toothbrush gently. Slowly clean it up and blow some air through here, dry air, and clean it up. And you can take this one outside too. Again, use a toothbrush to clean up the dust in here. Alright, now that we clean up the fan, I took it outside, just use a toothbrush and clean up the ventilation. Again, you can just do it gently like this. And be gentle, you don't need to push it down inward. Slowly, and just blow some air through the opposite side and we'll clean it up. Now we're going to clean up the old thermal paste. We're going to grab our little bit of the workshop towel, soak it in an alcohol, and we're going to wipe over this CPU die. First, remove the excess. Now we're going to use the same one. Put your finger at the back side here so you don't bend the tubing. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put one line over the main die. You just put a little blob right over the thermal pad. It won't make any harm, but it just helps to fill up the pores of the thermal pad. So we're going to leave that one in there. We're going to grab the fan that we cleaned. We're going to align it on the screw holes. We're going to put this over. We're going to put the 2 screws that we removed. There we go. Always push the fan connector right inside the jack all the way in. Grab the heatsink. First put this corner in. And bring it over. You can put the fan, put the heatsink and then put the fan over after, but you can do it this way too, so it doesn't matter which way you feel like doing it. Now you can just always cross screw each other. Never go clockwise or counterclockwise, always cross screw them, so that way the thermal paste will evenly spread over the CPU. Alright, there we go. Now you're going to grab the connector for the battery and evenly make sure it's straight in front of the jack. And you want to pinch it all the way in there. Just grab it and pinch it in there. And that's it. Now to finish it up, grab the bottom cover that you cleaned up. Put it over, on top is straight, push the corner, make sure you do nice click sounds. And if you see any gap opening, you just want to pinch them. Tighten up the screw in the mid back and we start putting up the rest of the screw. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.